good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,232nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Good evening, traders. This video coming to you on a Tuesday night for Trading Wednesday. That's October 8th, 2014. 1,232nd video. Before we get into it, remember that futures trading can be extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss, and is certainly not suitable for all trading accounts. So, traders, I've got a couple of things going on, something incredible I got to show you. You may think it's nuts, but I have done some insane calls based upon nature, and I'm going to show you something. Anyway, on the board, red Omni, once again, the winds of change are sweeping across our markets, traders. And with that in mind, I want to show you something. I know you're not ready for this, but I got a little something set up. Can you pull that camera from where it is and just follow me? Traders, I want to show you something very interesting. I had bought a bull in the beginning of this bull market, and I put it next to the front of my office. Any Omni camper that's ever been here has seen that bull. It's more of a bison, but it's a statue to put outside. And I said I would keep this bull until the bull market finally breaks down, and we'll use the bull for, our reference point. So we got it when the bull market just started in 2009. I want to show you what that bull looks like right now in 2014. Follow me with that camera. Come on, it should only take a minute. See if you can follow me. Try to humor me on this one. I know it seems crazy, right? But you're looking at a guy that called one of the most aggressive bull markets that ever happened in the grains based on a caterpillar. We're going by my office in January. Well, follow me. I got something else a little bit like that now. So, I bought this bull right in the beginning of 2009 when the bull market started. And I put this in front of my office, and I told everyone, this bull will stay with me until the bull market finally breaks down. And he's been with me since 2009. And just this week, I'm getting signals in the market that the market's starting to weaken for some reason and break down. Look at this bull. This just happened. Look. It won't stay up anymore. Its leg is broken, and it fell over. Look at this. You think I'm kidding? That happened in the last couple of days. So the bull is leaning. I don't know what's going on. But maybe, just maybe, this has something to do with that. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You could be in the video too if you like. That's my Wilson. So let's go back upstairs now and talk. Follow me. Let's get into this a little bit. I got something great to show you here. What you're going to see in tonight's video is something completely different. I'm going to show you a little chart, a little technique that I use that I don't think I've ever shown anyone before, and you probably won't see it again for a long time, but come with me. I'm going to show it to you tonight. Very interesting stuff. Tell me when you're ready, and we'll rock and roll this thing together.
All set.
Traders, I want to show you some fantastic charts that are going to show you this. The winds of change are sweeping across our markets. However, it's okay to date the downside, but remember, guys, coyote ugly. If you don't know what that means, coyote ugly, you wake up in the morning from a bad night before. The person next to you is so ugly, you chew your arm off at the elbow to not wake them up and run out the door. That's okay. That's what I want you to do with the downside for now. It's all right to date it a little bit, but it's coyote ugly. Get out of there every day. Bonds are starting to look very strong. Traders, come to livewithoscar.com to my free chat room. Let me show you more with no further ado. Let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, last night I did a video very early on Monday afternoon so that you could prepare for Monday night for Tuesday's trading. I put this very same chart before your eyes and said, traders, look, could there be a better spot to go short the NASDAQ? This was the chart I put before your eyes yesterday, and this is what happened. Again, this is the chart before your eyes. Look at what happened. I mean, rock and roll for technical analysis, right? Well, that was yesterday. Forget about yesterday. Let's move forward. Fantastic chart before your eyes, traders. I have never shown this to anybody before. Forget about the averages. I'll never tell you what they are. You may never see this chart again. I've been using this technique literally since I'm a teenager. And I kid you not, it is foolproof. And let me show you what happens here. These groupings of averages I have been using for years. I can tell you one thing about it. When you get below the averages, you shoot back above, you go straight up for a while. Get below the averages, you shoot back above, you go straight up for a while. get below, shoot back above for a long time. Below, above for a long time. Below, above for a long time. There's a reason for this. Gets below, goes straight up. Gets below, goes straight up. Here we are now. We got below, went up, hit it, failed, and came back down. What does that mean? Let's blow this up for you, traders. Take a look at this again. Remember, the point here is once you get below this grouping of averages, you do get a down move, but when it gets back above, it skyrockets without looking back. Let's blow up this very same chart. The exact same chart, here is my point. Like every other time, once you got above the averages, you did not look back. This got below the averages, got back above, and failed miserably. Right here at the grouping of averages. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Remember, I'm telling you that. For years, you can look at this chart. That doesn't happen. There is something new. There is a wind, or the winds of change are sweeping across our markets. I don't know how long it'll last. That's a signal that we're going down at least another day. We'll see where it goes. Then you've got bonds, traders. Look at bonds in this upward pattern. Beautiful parallel channel. And you're above OTAPMA. You found support at OTAPMA. Up so far. Bonds looking strong. If bonds are looking strong, the likelihood of S&P looking weak, for a couple of days anyway, is pretty good. Traders, pull your own charts. Do your own homework. Those last two charts, or I should say that last chart I showed you, there's a lot of detail inside that chart. That chart speaks volumes. Make sure you watch this video more than once. So, traders, you've seen the charts, and now let's talk. My technical argument for why ES, NASDAQ, and the usual suspects are heading down on Wednesday. We've got a couple of stocks, 2 different stocks we want to look at for trading on Wednesday. Make sure you come to the site, livewithoscar.com. You can choose between the stock side and the commodity side. Stock side is brown, commodity side is blue. You are getting recommendations in both stocks and commodities. Included for one price, I have added in a whole new stock portfolio, and I've added them in for free, those recommendations, for anyone taking my commodity recommendations. So if you've upgraded to Platinum, you're now getting stock recs free of charge. Come look. There have been very, very good calls lately. Traders, hey, not every call is going to work. We know that, but lately we've had good stock calls. So the winds of change are sweeping across the markets. I've shown you just 2 examples. I've got 20 or 30 to show you in the next few videos that will absolutely spell out that we've got something going on here more than just a 1 or 2 day drop. It's okay to date the downside, like I said, but coyote ugly, guys. I know some of you know what that means. Use it. Coyote ugly. Do not fall in love with this thing. And bonds do look like they're getting strong, undoubtedly. Now, you know that silly little walk downstairs? It means more to me than you may think, because I bought that bull in 2009. It has withstood everything that's happened while the markets have been going nuts and me going nuts around that thing. For some reason, that bull broke down just 2 days ago, right around the time our market did. Aren't I know? Crazy. You know, I'm not one of those people that looks at lunar cycles or believes in anything insane, but you're looking at a guy who called an editor one day and said, grab your camera and come over here. I want to show you something, doing a YouTube video for you, Omniacs. And in the middle of January, I seen this little caterpillar. It was crawling right in front of my office. Middle of January. It was 70 degrees out, maybe 80. I looked at that and said, you know, this tells me a lot about the grains this year. I went and did some studies on the grains. I showed the caterpillar to you guys. I called it Karnak the Caterpillar. Go research the video. And I told you, this caterpillar tells me we're going to have the biggest grain market we've seen in 20 years this year. And we had the biggest grain market we've seen in 20 years that year. The bull, starting to get ugly. The bull in front of my house for no reason breaks down, breaks an arm, and falls over. Is there a connection? I don't know. It's fun, though, isn't it? We'll use it. All right, so a stop can be your best friend. Never trade without stops. They don't always work, but in most cases they will. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and allow me to help you view the charts and teach you how to get through these trades, how to get through these rough and tumble markets, because the better of an analyst you become, the better of a trader it should make you. Remember, we've got stocks at the site, and guess what? Not 3, not 2. We are down to 1 final Omni Camp seat. There is one seat left open at Omni Camp. Omni Camp is a 4-day study session held live in Las Vegas with me at the helm. I teach you my tips, tricks, and techniques. I teach you how to come up with these Omni trades. It will be November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's a 4-day seminar. It is very small. It's very intimate. I only bring in a handful of you. If you think you qualify for the final seat, and by qualifying, I want you to be someone that doesn't know anything about techniques, doesn't know anything about the markets. I want you to be someone that can pull up a daily chart, and if you can do that, that's all I want from you, a clean slate. If you're a clean slate but serious about this business and believe in the Omni, grab that last Omni Camp seat, which will be held in November, and I promise you it will change your outlook on markets forever. All right, traders, so that's about it. One last thing is subscribe to YouTube. Right now, while you're watching this on YouTube, click the YouTube link and subscribe, because if you do, each and every time I put out one of these educational videos for what's going to happen tomorrow in the markets, you will get an email. All right, traders, so that's it. I'm getting out of here. I want to go back to work. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders, and watch out for that broken down bull I showed you. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.